Let's go, baby.
There we go.
Woo.
There we go.
Oh,
Figured it's been a long time
glad to be here.
since you guys have gotten one of those. So, but okay, we've got a lot of stuff to get into.
Yeah. Well, we got
Um,
early eyes here today.
Early as we're joined by
Jake and John. Joe. Let's go.
Let's go.
And then we're
Pleasure.
missing who we got? Sam.
We have Sam and
Yeah.
Megan, right? Before we get into all the music, because absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to dive
Beautiful
into
stuff.
It. But we wanted to hit you guys with a little speed round up first. Very serious questions. We're gonna get really deep, really quickly. So if
Yeah,
things get
buckle
a
your
little-
seatbelts,
things get
guys.
a little too heavy, just let us know.
I don't
Okay.
want to offend you, but these are deep
We're
questions.
an open book.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, just first and foremost, you guys are out of this world. Your band, we've been following you for a while now.
Yeah.
We want to go to one of your concerts, and we're actually going to be in Salt Lake when you're going to Salt Lake, so we might hop into that.
We'll definitely
But-
be there. We'll definitely be
Sweet.
there.
Speaking about being out of this world, our first question: Uranus or Neptune? Pick your poison.
You know, I think I have
Take
to
your
go
time.
with Uranus. No,
Mm.
I
Uranus,
take that back. Neptune.
Neptune.
I'm
Any
gonna
specific
have
reason?
to say Neptune's got a better color scheme
Yeah, that dark blue.
Okay.
going on.
Mm.
Completely agree.
You know, I'm not
What
that
about
into
you?
astrology, so
Astrology.
we got to get the astrology expert on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the astrologist
For real.
extraordinaire.
But
Um,
don't worry about it. Well, I would agree with you. Neptune is the superior planet.
I don't know. I'm kind of a Uranus guy.
Are you?
That's fair.
I mean,
Okay. And, next question here. I know you guys are gamers. You can probably see we got Cappy here joining us
Oh,
today.
I was eyeing that shit.
Alive and well. What are you guys playing right now? What is your current favorite video game? What are you diving into that you're really enjoying?
Yeah. I'm actually playing Mario Odyssey for the first time right now. Funnily enough.
Whoa.
oh, really?
How about that?
Well, there you go.
Yeah. You know,
I like
me and
it.
Jake are big into RPGs
That's
too.
sick.
No,
Give us some
Odyssey.
time.
Odyssey is amazing. Odyssey's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's the one we play together, right?
Yeah, and
You
that,
can play as Cappy,
Yeah, you can.
2-player.
That's why he's here right now.
Oh, no way.
But
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Nintendo's always on
Jake,
the
what about
game
you?
with that cool multiplayer
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
There we go. I think I heard that, John.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys.
This
there
was
we go.
I
Yeah.
tested them
We got
beforehand
John
and they weren't a problem, but when things get recorded, when things start going wrong.
There we go.
It's true.
Neptune was the right
We never got your answer on the planet.
Neptune.
Okay.
Jake are overhyping me. I don't really know what Neptune or any other planet does. But and then what was this one? Because I left because of technical difficulties. What is this
Oh, we
question?
were just talking about gaming because we know you guys are big gamers, so we just want to know if you're diving into anything recently.
Oh yeah,
What are you playing?
I'm definitely like the least game savvy out of anyone, or out of Jake and Joe.
That's okay.
But
Okay,
I did.
that's all right.
I did just play through Persona 5, and that was very fun. That was a very very
I
fun experience.
actually just started Persona 5 myself.
Really?
Oh,
And-
that's right.
Next level. I've never played like a JRPG like that, and
Mm.
it's unreal.
Yeah, it's
and the
it's so
music
fun.
in there
It's such
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the soundtrack is incredible.
that's top
For
tier.
real.
I'll just like
Yeah.
listen to that sometimes.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
it's
is-
a groove.
That's probably the
Is
only
it on Apple Music?
game that I've played. Yeah, it's on any stream. That's the only game that I've played in the last few years that I hadn't like played as a kid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
very good.
We would like
Nice.
walking on John in the living
I love
room,
it.
and he's like, "Yeah, I chose every romance option, and now
Yeah, you just
That's the way to go.
you just get beat up.
Yeah,
It doesn't
no.
really impact the story at all. So you just do it.
What about you, Jake? Did you
Yeah.
did you say your favorite?
Recently I've been playing through. Not even really recently. I haven't finished it, but I haven't been able to game it just due to time constraints in like a month. But I was playing through Kentucky Route Zero, which is really good. I've been watching my partner
Ooh,
Mary.
okay.
Yeah, I've been watching my partner Mary play Skyrim for the first time, which I'm like the most envious person in the world because I wish I could experience that game for the first time over again.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
And then they got the new Elder Scrolls, I think, coming out soon.
Oh
too,
my god,
so-
I know. I'm
or
so
apparently.
fucking
So
jacked
that'll,
about it.
that'll
Dang.
probably be next level. Oh yeah. All right.
Wait. The reason we ask is because Feathers, is that inspired by the Wii home screen page?
Of course, of
Song?
course.
I
mean,
We're right.
I'm not
Come
necessarily
on.
like the home screen page, but like all of the Wii Sports Resort
Yeah.
genre.
We type
Yeah, yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You guys nailed it.
I love
I gotta
it.
say.
I used to
But-
First
study
thing I
that
thought,
stuff in high school. I had A push, and I would just put on like main menu music or whatever. We shop channel, whatever. Like
Dun, dun,
put
dun.
it on loop.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what it
that
is.
one. And like that would just make me
Yeah.
like focus for an indefinite period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nintendo's music's got some kind of special
For real.
powers that
Seriously.
only they can unlock.
It's true.
That's for sure.
Whoever makes that.
All
All right.
you want to hit them with the next? Got a few more speed round
All
questions
right.
for you here.
We got a quick one right here. Speaking of video games, Club Penguin or Toontown?
Ooh. Toontown was underrated, so I don't think I played either. But like just the overall like aesthetic power of Toontown, I feel like people have not really
That's
fully
true.
appreciated that.
That's true.
That's true.
Yes.
Does have a lot
Of
power.
that era,
They even-
Neopets also has some crazy deep cut browser games.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Some legendary game design going on.
Mhm.
For real.
Oh, for sure.
Also, maybe Wizard 101.
Mhm.
Oh,
I never
that's
played
a good
that.
one.
Could be.
I know, because Jake's Instagram tag
Evil
is
Wizard
what,
69.
69.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe there is. A
I played
connection there,
the
but-
free trial of Wizards 101 because I had to.
Oh, there you go. That's right, because you
Me
had to
too.
pay
I'm
for
pretty
the
sure.
membership
Yeah, I
stuff
think it was like
yeah.
back in the day.
Garbage.
a lot of those games had that Club Penguin thing where it was like you can do all the stuff, but you don't get to wear any of the cool shit. Like, Yeah.
That's
yeah,
true.
you don't get to deck out
Yeah.
your igloo
They
Exactly.
tease you
I
without
wanted-
paying $10 a
I
month.
wanted all the fucking puffles, man. What the hell?
I know,
Yeah.
right? All the colors.
Yeah, those things are next level.
And if you've gone to Disneyland in Anaheim, we're pretty close there. We're like an hour away.
Mhm.
But they used to have a Toontown Land,
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
and they took it down.
yeah.
Freaking
Why wouldn't they
Star
just
Wars.
still call
It
it,
was
Toontown?
surreal. That's what I'm wondering.
I feel like the land is kind
I don't
of.
know. Maybe they did. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
No, you're probably right.
But
All right.
I trust you.
yeah, but switching topics to animals here. It's gone on the whale subject. Are you guys more beluga people or are you guys more sperm whales? What do you prefer?
Definitely beluga. Yeah, hands down.
Absolutely
Yeah.
adorable.
I'm a big
Absolutely
beluga-
adorable.
I'm a big beluga guy.
That was the right
Sure.
answer.
Let's
I'm
go.
glad you said
Beluga,
that.
beluga.
Kind of going just based off the
And
name.
then yeah, they're great.
beluga.
But
Beluga.
beluga. All right. And then you guys just released a new double single.
That is true.
Yes, you did.
You got one of the songs is called Revel Berry, as you notice here.
Oh yeah.
We all got a Revel
Oh,
Berry.
We
yeah.
got our rebel berries,
We
baby.
got
Woo!
him. We got him
So
somewhere
we're
in the
all ready
house.
to go.
Yeah,
We're
triple
gonna do a little.
threat. Triple threat. There we go.
Hey,
You guys
We're
got
gonna-
yours?
Euphoria.
Oh, let's go.
No, all right. So we're gonna do.
Euphoria?
We wanted to do a little toast to you guys for the new music, the new journey ahead.
Yeah, you
So,
got a big future ahead of you. I
so,
can feel it.
thanks.
Cheers to you
I
guys.
hope so.
It's all uphill from here.
Woo!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Beers up,
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers,
Cheers.
indeed. Yeah, beers up.
Here we go. Cheers.
I drank before toast. It's okay. All right. But then the question I was gonna ask was, I mean, you named a song after it. Is the group consensus that Revel Berry is the best yerba flavor? Is it an item of contention in the band? Is this something that has caused some arguments? Is this?
The fans got to know.
I would
We
love
wanna
to
know.
say that there's some sort of deep underlying themes going on here or something like that, but I think it was just what was on my desk at that time.
Yeah.
That was inspiration.
I usually go for I go for the mint one usually, but
Oh.
Revel Berry is a good flavor.
And the,
yeah, 'cause
like
I'm-
the
'cause I'm
glass,
twisted.
The glass
No,
bottle?
the
okay.
green one.
Okay.
Oh, maybe we do have some beef then.
Yeah, so we and it'll
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna start some band beef soon, but it'll
Look forward to
be
that.
one of those things where we just bottle it up, and then once the beef happens, then we'll have a lot of ammo. Like Joe
Yeah.
likes Revel Berry, and I like
Mm.
it.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
The
It'll be really
oppor-
uncomfortable for everyone. It'll be awesome.
yeah,
yeah,
totally.
the beef opportunity has to like exist.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
fully
And
commit to
then-
the band beef.
Your classic
yeah, and then
yerba
we'll
battle.
go. Then it'll be great PR for other stuff we release.
There we go.
Yeah.
Truly.
The yerba battle.
The
Hashtag.
yerba battle.
But nonetheless, you're all yerba fans. That's
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
matters.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's how you
That
can
is
stay
true.
united.
We're all fans.
Yeah, we love our caffeine here. But let's just hop
That's
straight.
great.
By the way, John, I agree with the enlightenment. I've actually got one on the desk over there. It's down
There we go.
thing last night.
Round 2 coming up.
So yeah, we're hyped out here. But
Oh, yeah.
let's just hop straight into because you guys got so much stuff going on right now. You guys got a new tour coming up
Mhm.
with Hello Goodbye,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you guys got Limbeck and Amory and the Tulips as well.
Mhm.
How excited are you guys after this whole pandemic and everything? This has got to be like because you guys have
time.
played shows, but this has got to feel different.
It feels out of this world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, we haven't even. Our last show was at a house January 2020. And before that, I don't even know when
No
the last
way.
time we played like the Twin Cities was. We were supposed to play in the cities April 2020, and had to call it off. Had a whole tour scheduled. So it is like very, like we have been, holding in all this like energy for so long, and we're just
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For
we're
sure.
just gonna combust when we go on stage. We're gonna explode, get blood and guts everywhere, and it's gonna be super crazy. And we'll do it every night on tour.
Please do.
Beautiful.
And yeah, 10 out of 10. Excited.
All right, yeah.
And there's probably a lot that's happened since 2020.
Yeah.
Like we've all been through a bunch of crap.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you've probably
Yeah.
changed, and
Mhm.
this is gonna be a great tour.
Yeah,
I can
Yeah.
we're
feel
very
it.
excited to play
I feel like
all the Parathesia and Revel Berry, and
Are-
just like all the other
Yeah.
tricks up our sleeves.
Is everyone here familiar with the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z?
hyperbolic time chamber.
I never really got into Dragon Ball Z. I was more of a
Okay.
Naruto guy.
That's still good.
We're both. So
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's switch the comparison over to Naruto. We've been Rock Leeing. We've been Rock
Yeah.
Lee doing the one finger push-ups.
Yeah. And we're
Oh,
about to
yeah,
go
yeah,
like
yeah.
full. We're about to
Doing-
like, we're
About
dropping
to
the
stop
weights.
training weights.
We're
You're about to go 1,000 years of death.
Yeah,
Knowledge.
we're going opening like the fucking eighth gate, whatever. We're going all.
Yeah. Well, Creative Explosions by Early Eyes brought to you by Yerba.
Yeah.
Yerba.
So I look forward to
There we
that,
go.
You're sponsored.
and
Tie it all together.
it'll be very powerful. Yeah. So we got Parathesia, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
And Revel Berry. I mean, the energy on these songs. I mean, absolutely insane. I know you guys have mentioned before that you guys are from the Twin Cities area,
Mhm.
and you guys got Caleb Hines to work with you guys to produce this one. And I know, and also Jake Lupin as well. So how was it working with them? Because I'm sure you guys are working with a bunch of different people, collaborating and stuff. What were you guys' goals going into this to work with them? Like, what did you guys want to pull out? Because when I hear this stuff, I just hear just kind of what you're talking about, energy, confidence. Like, tell me about how that
Straight
was.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking with this new music. We were just looking for someone that we already have a personal connection with, and that would understand what we were going for, like energy wise, and like Caleb specifically. There's like no one else better no one knows Early Eyes better than Caleb.
Oh,
like
Day
he-
one.
yeah,
Literally.
day one.
Mhm.
And
Literally.
we've always
Oh,
you know,
really? Like from the
admired-
start?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we've admired his music and his just ethos in general for so long that it was just like it was the obvious thing to do.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like a
Yeah.
big goal with when we went in to record was just making basically making music that the people around us, like in our immediate like location and community, would enjoy. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like, because we've like traveled to record in the past, and there was definitely like a like, we recorded this stuff a less than 5 minute drive from our house, so we were like
That's very
super.
nice. Yeah.
It was made with like Twin Cities energy,
Mm.
for sure, and just like,
Mhm.
yeah, our goal was just to make something that would reflect like what we think is cool, what our friends think is cool, and I feel like that has translated into, I guess, like the confidence that you mentioned is it's a very, very kind thing
Yeah.
to say, and I'm glad that that comes across.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that I like how you mentioned the Twin Cities energy you're talking about, because I feel like location and each place has got their own distinct sound, their own community that's
Mhm. Culture.
that's unique to each place. And I know y'all started probably playing. I know at least Jake. Y'all started at University of Minnesota
Mm.
college campus, and we're in college right now. So it's kind of cool to see how you guys rose up through that and kind of embrace everything around you, and just kept going. And now you're just to that point where you're just balls to the wall, and it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
showing. So
All the way to the wall.
yeah, and just like talking more production wise, towards like the sound choices and stuff. I mean, so dynamic, and every moment of these songs sounds fresh.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank
It's
you.
like
And like how you blend in the electronic sound with like the raw, like the guitar
live
and
sounds,
everything.
yeah.
It's just like so beautifully blended in. Like, I don't know how you do that, and just like the vocals, the effects that you put on those vocals
Yeah.
just capture, I feel like, what you're trying to portray, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Caleb
And
is
I
so
think that's
amazing
probably
at
a
vocal processing.
Yeah.
Like, I just
The
have to say
goat.
that.
Oh,
He
yeah?
is so like him and Jake working together just know how to like bring yeah, like he's a wizard at that, among many other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was like a specific difference working with him rather than other people with the vocals and stuff like that?
Or by yourselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They working with them, the vocal experience was they really like they did a really good job of establishing like what we were going for, and then kind of just like providing a really nice welcoming atmosphere where you like get to experiment. And especially having like Jake, who is already an incredible singer, be able to kind of like squeeze
Yeah.
the most out of us.
Yeah.
Then like we basically like go record the vocals, comp them, and then go to the booth and then just like destroy them on the computer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
he would just like, they would suggest like really really ridiculous things, and like some of which kind of made it in, like the on the like post chorus of Parathesia with like the pitch down vocals. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
like
yeah.
totally tell because they're like pitched down, but Jake, you were like plugging your nose
Yeah.
like when you were singing that,
Oh,
No
and just
way.
like, and Kayla was like, yeah, just like do it. And I was sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why would you do this? And then like you do it and then pitch it down, and for some reason it's like just like sounds cool. Just like madman shit, that's
I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of the cool, like especially vocal stuff that came out of these songs can be attributed to just like uh we sat down to work with them like exactly the same way that we sat down to demo the album. Like it's just like
Mhm.
we are hanging out and like trying to
Yeah.
make the coolest thing. Well, like it wasn't a very like business like situation.
Yeah.
It felt
Mm,
it's
like
important to
casual.
be in a relaxed headspace like that. I think that's where the best and most interesting stuff comes from.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a very open
Absolutely.
atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah, and
That's sick.
especially being with someone that, like you said, Kayla's been with you since day one. So that's always, opens the mind
Yeah,
a little.
he's straight up like a big
easier,
brother to the
for
band.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
And
but-
he's part of that. He's part of the whole Minneapolis
Mhm.
community,
Oh, yeah.
right?
yeah, he's probably doing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like him and Jake
Nice.
have just been producing for a lot of just a lot. It's like kind of you look at their production credits recently, it is like in a small part like a who's who of a certain like pocket of the scene, you know, because working with like Gully Boys and you know, Why Not and Milo and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, he
Nice,
is
yeah.
very like embedded and active in that scene.
Yeah,
That's so sick.
that's sweet.
I love that.
Yeah, and what would you say? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that maybe the scene in their area isn't as poppin', or it's not as like there's stuff people want to say, but they haven't found a way to get it out, or put shows together, or just kind of make a community. What would you say is like a good um, way to get going and to start something so you can bring music more accessible to people and get everybody involved?
If you got a house with a basement, let people play shows in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like straight up, like nothing, or like I get if with a basement that like makes sense, because like you know, I mean, I grew up in a like small town in Michigan, and there was not ever anything going on that like you could play. You know, if I was playing anywhere, I'd have to like drive to like Detroit or Ann Arbor, and all that it really takes for a music scene to pop up is like someone who is willing to provide like infrastructure to where music can happen, especially in a way that isn't like financially draining for anybody, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you have the means to like set up a venue anywhere, just like make music happen, like it
Yeah.
will come to you, you know. People everywhere are creative and want to like make music make music. And I think like I don't know, looking at like Rochester, Minnesota, you know, that's been like pretty notable in our experience as just a city that's kind of like on the like periphery of the Twin Cities that has like its own thing going on that isn't, you know, like forced to come into the cities to like play anything, because there are people there that are really dedicated to like booking out stuff and making shows happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else would you say is like pretty unique about the Twin Cities and those areas?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think
Because we've never been.
Yeah, I've never
Oh.
been there.
it's the best place in the world. I think something Minnesota is, I think, like kind of geographically distant from a lot of stuff. I mean, we are like 5 hours away from Chicago, but other than that, like
Mm.
everything is all the huge action takes place on the coast. So like over the years, when artists have been coming to Minnesota, there are a bunch of people here who are like really kind of thirsty for music to come into their lives, and it has really fostered like a dedicated music following and like music like support network to some degree, because for so long it was so rare for kind of things to be going on here that once that like the ball started rolling, it just has created this like ultra dense,
Yeah.
ultra loving scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And I think that's why we love what you guys are doing so much, because you can tell that you guys are just so like, you guys are so yourselves
Mm-hmm.
in everything you guys do. And I mean, the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
you guys just do it all. And I think that's so cool, because some people just feel like they got to stick to one thing, but it's like, why not?
Mm.
And music is more than just music. It's community, it's
Yeah.
it's bonds that you make with other people.
For real.
Totally.
So,
Uniting.
going back to speaking of people, you guys have 2 new members.
Oh, that's
I
right.
want to know I want to hear the history of how you guys got everybody, because you've had a few changes over the years and stuff, but like what is the how is it like? Because collaborating with people is can be difficult,
Mhm.
as we know.
Yeah, totally.
How has it been like kind of learning how to work with each other. With you know, especially jumping straight into you know, a new double single and stuff. How's that been?
Yeah.
It was always super easy to just like get. I mean, we initially started by just like hanging out. We just was like, hey, do you guys want to chill?
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
like kind of shooting the shit and like learning about each other and whatnot before we started making music. And it was always just like a really good time from the get-go. So making like the jump to being creative with each other was incredibly easy. And it was just
Jake,
like,
are you talking about
Love
Sam and
that.
Meg or
yeah,
like,
Sam and Meg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
totally.
Mm.
Yeah, because Sam's been a friend of
Yeah.
the band for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
great.
we were kind of
Okay, so you're friends for a while, and then
Yeah.
We met Meg is a newer friend, but I mean we have gotten along very well as a unit. We were just hanging out last night, celebrating the release of the singles.
Bumping some
That's
country.
sick.
As you should.
Yeah.
as you should, yeah.
Listening to country
Straight
music.
fire.
Yeah, dude. Fishing in the dark by the nitty gritty dirt band.
Yeah, but about
That's
like
better.
collaboration and whatnot. We really,
Yeah.
I think we really hit our stride this year specifically
Mhm.
as a writing team.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of switched up our method in that like we couldn't really like get together to like jam in a practice room or anything. So
Yeah.
for this new music, we demoed it all like in the box in a DAW. And that turned out that really worked for us and like gave us a lot of freedom that we didn't really have before.
That's sweet.
And yeah,
Huh.
Yeah, I love these new lyrics that you got. They're just so like you're just so open with your lyrics, and you can just feel what you're trying to say, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like so, I mean, open and just it's beautiful.
Yeah, and especially I feel like I really noticed starting with when you dropped I'm
Yeah.
Enough, and
Oh,
kind of
that's
just
right.
the theme of like self-worth and kind of just accepting how you feel and who you are. And whether it's, you know, lyrically saying that or musically, like you said, experimenting, going out there and doing what feels like you, right? So is that something you guys have been trying to convey? Because that could sometimes be hard to kind of transition that into music, right, from your head.
definitely. I think an approach that we took with the lyrics on the new music is like trying to express complicated things in like simple ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And reining in the like obscure metaphors into like tangible like imagery and whatnot. So I'm glad it is coming across to people. That makes it feel very good.
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
just like the way that you're doing it, like in Revel Berry, when you start screaming, right? That's
The group
Revel Berry.
vocals, yeah, the
The
group.
group
Yeah.
vocals, and I forget what you say. It's something like everything is overdone.
Yeah.
And like
Spot on.
what you say,
Spot on.
empathy for feeling dumb. It's just like so beautiful.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
like so
Can-
open, as I was saying.
Yeah. Can you tell us? Because
Yeah.
when I hear that song, it feels like I'm having like way too much caffeine. I don't know if it was because, like you said, it was just on your desk, but it feels like when I'm drinking way too much caffeine, I'm
Oh,
just
totally.
like I just gotta let it out.
Yeah.
You know.
That demo started as like, what if we made a fast song?
Oh.
And we
Yeah.
had Sam in mind for that one like right off the bat. So that was a dream come true.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, lyrically, that one, we wanted to, correct me if I'm wrong, Jake, but like we wanted to express like the kind of the anxieties of performing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the some frustrations we have had with like the writing process.
Yeah.
Not trying to do like a genius breakdown or whatever right now, but like
We get the yellow
Yeah.
backdrop.
Yeah.
a lot of we would get hung up like writing before, like, oh, we can't do that, like that's overdone, like
Mhm.
so that chorus is kind of like one voice is like, I'm so frustrated, this sucks, writing is hard, and then the other voice is like, no, we're just having fun, we're
Yeah.
Yeah.
living within our vision.
Yeah.
So is that the inspiration for just Revel Berry or for Parathesia also?
That's kind of like an overarching theme across all the songs that we had
Yeah.
just written, is like
what I'm
that
feeling.
like dueling. We need to balance all the expectations of what it means to be a musician in 2021, along with like needing to have fun and like be ourselves. And that's like kind of just a running theme over all of the songs that we have still have up our sleeve, as John said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that because like most bands, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but most bands do a lot of stuff about romance and about their
Mhm.
love life and stuff like that. And with you guys, I just see a lot about just like different things and things that are just maybe more prevalent in your life and stuff like that. And it's like it's cool to have songs about romance and stuff like that, but it's nice to have a variety like you guys have.
I think
Yeah. Because
I think you'll be disappointed by the next single then.
Oh, great.
no,
All right.
I
Yeah,
was
you'll
because
hate
we were
him.
I'm done
talking.
listening to you guys.
we were talking about this before, and he's like, why does everything have to be about love? And I was like, well, love, like, it doesn't just have to be romantic. I mean, romantic
Yeah,
love
yeah.
is obviously very, very, very strong, and I feel like that's the reason why there is so many damn love songs out there. But
Mhm.
I feel like it's easy to talk about, so
Yeah.
that will not prevent me from listening to your.
Yeah.
So,
I'll have to think about it.
true, true.
Yeah. Well,
but
it's,
just wrapping
it's
up.
up to you.
Yeah, we will make
No,
that
I'm
choice
excited.
to
So you got a new
listen.
single, okay?
Yeah,
At
very
some
exciting.
point.
Yeah.
And going back, just wrapping up on the music here. You're talking about we were just talking about the sounds you had, and just the power, and Sam on those drums on Revel Berry, so powerful.
Mm.
Like my goodness, he just kicks in and just
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah,
yeah,
He's
dude's
he's
amazing.
enormous.
filthy. And the live version too. The live version.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, come
You
on.
guys went so hard.
Thank you.
How like I know you guys. I don't know how much of like gearheads you guys are, but I know you've been experimenting a lot with your sounds. Like, what's been like some your favorite like sounds or instruments or pieces of gear that you've been really loving
Yeah.
recently?
The root of it all, at least with the new music, is we don't really have any like hardware, but
Yeah.
all of the demos were made in FL Studio.
Okay.
So a lot of the sounds on these songs rose up out of like just destroying like stock FL Studio instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of digital manipulation,
Yeah.
just kind of throughout the entire. That's kind of like that's like a sonic through line for the record for sure.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. And I like that a lot because I feel like that's the beautiful thing about nowadays is anybody can do anything with
Yeah,
any
exactly.
DAW, right? I mean, and it's all like you said, manipulation and being able to just get in there, and the possibilities are
Yeah,
endless.
it's just
and,
it's just like a whole new, just a completely new world that we have just started to tap into. Because I mean, we have like Joe and I have backgrounds in like music production, just like
Mhm.
been making stuff on DAWs since like high school, and so that's been like kind of skills that we've had in our back pocket that we never before these new songs thought to apply in a full way to like early eye stuff, just because once the
Mhm.
like when COVID really like hit us, it was like, well, we're not going to be playing any live shows for a while, so I guess like the stuff that we write we don't really have to like. We'll eventually have to think about playing it live, but like we'll figure that out
Yeah.
later. You know,
Yeah.
like we have
Yeah.
figured it out, thankfully. But and I think that's kind of
Yeah.
a trend that we're seeing a lot more people. It's a direction that I think we'll see a lot more people go in as like, you know, more and more risks get taken.
Yeah.
Just I feel like there's so many
Yeah.
possibilities if you just sit down with just an audio file in Ableton 11 and you're like, how can I make this sound really
Get a couple emails going, get that free trial going on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
just
yeah.
keep signing
No,
up for
the-
new emails.
Just keep creating them.
Oh yeah. The first thing that comes to mind when you tell me about that, I go straight to the Beatles. I mean, think about when they stopped touring, right?
Yeah.
And then they went into their studio phase, and they got some of the
That's
most
right.
timeless music of all
Sgt. Pepper's
time.
and stuff like that.
I mean, that music was never made to be. I mean, they definitely could have done it, you know,
They're
but
the Beatles.
they would have pulled it off. But I mean, so that's really exciting to see you guys kind of tapping into that side of it.
Yeah, and it really like
basically
opens
like
the
the Beatles.
horizons. For you.
I like the Beatles, but like a little better because we have Ableton.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's right. They
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it really opens the horizons for you guys. And I mean, as he was saying,
Yeah.
you guys you do you know, and that's what's great is you're authentic about it. You have all these new things that you can do, and you can tweak things and manipulate things
Yeah.
and make it exactly how you want it to be. And you're not afraid about what the people think, because I mean, in my opinion, you're doing it because you think it sounds good and you think it's expressing what you want to express, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
saw
glad
a
that
meme.
came
Speaking of,
fast.
Yeah, that like, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, as fearless as we may come across, there will always be that little voice in the back of your head like, you
yeah.
just made something stupid that will make no sense to
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
And you know, we're glad that is evidently not the case.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was gonna
Mhm.
say I saw a little meme on Twitter yesterday talking about the Beatles. It was like, oh, Kanye's better than the Beatles. Like, Paul McCartney couldn't have wrote Runaway. It's like,
He really couldn't have.
Whatever.
It's
I
true.
So like, well, we'll see. Jury's
yeah.
still out.
May I ask who your guys' each favorite Beatle is?
George. Oh yeah.
George?
Yeah. Best solo
Come
career.
on.
Best solo career
Yeah.
in my opinion.
See, I would
Oh, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
All
I
things
think
must
I gotta
pass.
Yeah.
say George. Like spiritually, it's Paul, but you know he's a billionaire, so I gotta go with George.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know enough about the Beatles to make it.
Yeah, that's okay.
I like George's music.
George has.
That's funny.
is
I did not
too killer.
expect.
Yeah.
I did not expect you guys to say
Yeah, I was
George.
expecting like
Straight
John.
George.
I was like,
No.
I was literally gonna
Okay.
ask if you guys were more Lennon or McCartney, but I'm really glad you picked the right answer.
Yes. That's correct. It is the correct answer.
Meg would go Paul.
Yeah.
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 Mega go
That-
Paul.
I mean,
we-
you
we-
can't
we
go
have that
wrong.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and Sam, it's got to be Ringo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'll put that. I'll put that. I'll put that opinion in his mouth.
Yeah, I guess just to close, because we're aspiring musicians.
Aspiring.
We're trying.
Hell yeah.
And,
I gotta
you
say,
know, sometimes it's-
I gotta say, I one time heard someone say that you're never an aspiring musician. You are one, right? You're making music. You're a musician, right?
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
like it.
I just had to say that right off the bat because that is like that shit changed my life when I was like 19. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, if you're doing the work, like you're literally like you're a musician, you know.
yeah, you're
If
doing
you're
it.
if you're making
Alright.
music, you're a musician.
I love
I think
that.
the dude who said
Well,
it
then-
is
Goosebumps.
Dan Avidan. He's like a game grump. That's who I heard it from. He's in
Oh,
that
really?
band Ninja Sex Party also. Yeah.
If it works, it works.
Nuts.
Well, then let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
We are
Let's
musicians.
go.
Yes, we
There
are.
go.
Yes, we are.
We got dreams. We got big dreams. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in our boat where we have dreams, but we just don't know how to achieve them. What is some advice you'd give to us or to people like us
Yeah.
who have dreams but need some help achieving them?
I would say start with like your community and like the basement shows and your friends, and like all of that is always essentially like when we were a young band in our like first couple years of making music together, we would basically just like go to the basement shows, and if you as soon as you start to go to enough of them, everyone starts to become friends, and then you guys all just end up going to each other's shows, and that's how you
and then you all start playing music together.
because you have yeah, then you all play music yeah, and like just fostering the community first is always like a really good way to just build something from the ground up, because like making it and gaming it for like the algorithm or for fucking Instagram is like it's hard. That shit is so soul sucking.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and just like make sure that like the that you got a good ratio of like, because I mean with anything like there might be like elements of being a musician that might be more taxing to you than other parts, but I think it's always good to like just make sure the ratio is good, and like really remind yourself of the feeling of like, when, like if you play a show and just holding on to the post show feeling of just like killing shit, or if you like make a song, or if you like any amount of like pleasure fulfillment you get from making something is like a feeling that you should cherish in a way, like just holding on to that, like don't stray from like the overall like reason why you would be making music, just do it because it feels right to do. And because it's super easy to get like caught up in not being like successful enough, or like you asked us about advice for achieving your dreams or whatever, and I would also want some of that personally. But I mean, just everything that Jake said, music like all throughout history has like been a communal thing, so just like building those relationships is really like the main thing, and just remembering that like at the end of the day it is like success is about successfully like making music that makes you feel good.
Yeah,
I love that
for sure. And I think you guys are doing that right now, and making music about accepting yourself. And I feel like it's unique for everybody, right? Because everybody goes through their own trials and journey. So so thank you guys for being so raw and so dope.
You too.
Last little thing. Oh, thank you. This is our first time doing this, so it means a lot.
There we go.
Before we let you guys go, we just want to know, what have you guys been listening to? Any artists you guys want to put on? Recommend. We want to know what you guys are been bumping.
Yeah, we got to shout out the local homies.
Yeah.
Keep for cheap.
Oh, amen.
Has some music coming out. Keep for cheap. MN. Amazing yeehaw indie rock.
Yeah. 26 Bats, another very good local band, is releasing something on the 26th. I don't know when this will be public. Maybe it will be out by the time anyone is hearing me say that, or maybe it won't be. It'll be imminent, but I'm sure that will be great. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else around the cities that is releasing music soon.
Gully Boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vile
Gully Boys just
also have a
released a
record.
single. Yeah, Vile has stuff coming out. But as far as
love that new Faye Webster. Another local
noted.
The local homie, dude, not local homie. I've been listening to the Zazen Boys. They're like a Japanese, like I don't know, hardcore, not really hardcore, post rock band. I'm so bad at that type of genreing that sphere of music.
What band did you just say?
Zazen Boys.
Oh yeah. It's like that's like maybe like post hardcore, but
okay,
like
post
90s post hardcore.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
That sounds very
it's
interesting.
Fucking so awesome. It has that like what you were talking about in
noted.
that sphere of like music that is like unabashedly itself. and like just goes
Yeah.
hard. It's very much that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
sick.
I love
I've been
it.
getting into a little power metal myself
go.
recently.
What you rocking with?
Like, I don't know if you guys heard of like Rhapsody, but
Oh,
my
Rhapsody.
brother
I've not.
got me hooked on them, and there's straight up they got Christopher Lee from Lord of the Rings doing monologues in
Oh,
there.
no
so
shit.
Yeah, they got an entire
Oh,
album based
hell
off
yeah.
of Lord
That
of the
sounds
Rings.
awesome.
Yeah.
it's
Saruman's
a full
there?
story. Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to
right.
go on a journey, pull that up.
I
But
got it.
we'll have to check all those out. Thanks for recommending everything, and it's been great, guys. We don't want to keep you too long, but
Oh, yeah,
I
you're-
think we just want to
you're
give you
all
one
good.
Yeah,
more.
just one
Oh,
last
thank
round of
you.
applause.
Woo! There we go.
Thank you so much.
Early eyes.
Thank you guys so much.
Excited for the new stuff, the new
Thank
tour.
you.
Let's
New
go.
tour. They're coming to a city near you,
They are.
and they got more music to come.
We hope to
And
see
it's-
y'all at a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hang.
We'll have to say what's up when you guys come to Salt Lake.
Let's do it.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Well,
that's
absolutely.
right.
Maybe chat again sometime.
Totally.
And yeah, so thank you guys so much. Billy, you can go and cut the
End scene.
All right.
Cut.
Scene.
Appreciate it, y'all.
All right, guys.
Peace
There
out,
you go.
friends.